I just saw a interview. It's an old interview with Jerry Seinfeld, and they were asking. The reporter was asking how he came up with the concept for his new show. Not so new now, but his new show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And he said something very interesting. He said, when I'm thinking, when I'm being super creative, when I'm trying to come up with a new concept, what I really try to think about is what's upsetting me right now. Is like, what am I so sick and tired of? And he said, when I look at how television does it, how television has conversations with people, especially with comedians or whatever, it's 2 or 3 minutes, it's very in the can, it's, go to commercial, show a movie clip, it's not a real genuine conversation. And he's like, I'm just so sick and tired of those kind of canned interviews that I thought it would be so much better to wouldn't it be better to just get a cup of coffee with somebody? I mean, wouldn't that be a much better conversation, a much better show? And hence how he came up with the show Getting Coffee, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And which, if you haven't checked it out, it's a really funny show. But it got me thinking, like, what am I sick and tired of? Like, what's irking me right now? And I gotta tell you, it's pretty clear. I'll tell you what it is, what I am totally sick and tired of. I am totally sick and tired of companies promoting their super workers, their hands down best workers, which, by the way, sometimes we're just talking them into it. We're like, hey, do you want to take a promotion into leadership? And they're like, no, thanks. Oh, come on, you'd be perfect at it. I'll show you what to do. It's not that hard. And then they get zero support. In fact, many managers all of a sudden start learning a new term. I don't know if you've heard this new term. It comes out of nowhere because no manager, no super worker ever takes a management job, never gets promoted knowing this term exists. And so they come up with, they go, by the way, we're working managers here. Like, what does that even mean? What is a working manager? I mean, is it possible to be a CNA and in charge of the entire unit? The answer is no. Is it possible to be the cook and be in charge of the entire kitchen? No. Is it possible to be a housekeeper and be in charge of all housekeeping? Of course not. But that's what we do. We take our super workers. We're like, oh my God, let's promote her. She's amazing. She comes in on time. People like her. She's friendly. She pitches in. She knows a lot. She's very smart. She doesn't sneak out all the time. Let's promote her into a leadership role. And then we're like, well, you're a working manager now, which means every call out you have to fill and every situation you have to be involved in. And you have to lead from the front and make sure you're the one doing all the work and showing everybody how to do the work. And hey, by the way, I need you to stay late. And I need you to come in a little early. And I need you to work this weekend. There's nothing we can do about it. We're working managers here. And then 2, 3, 4 months down the road, what happened to her? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what happened. She was so great. We really had high hopes for her, but, I don't know what happened. I mean, something, this, that, or whatever happened, and she no longer works here. He no longer works here. Couldn't hack it as a manager. What are we talking? That's what I'm so sick and tired about. I am so sick and tired of just this idea of burning through people as if people are best workers, people who show up and do the hard work and say yes to taking responsibility and yes, I'll be in charge, and then burning right through them and making them work these mad hours and having these unrealistic demands on them. On top of it, not showing them anything, never explaining what leadership is, never explaining what the business looks like from the outside, never letting them actually get their feet wet, not letting them make mistakes, not letting them learn from their mistakes. I mean, sick and tired. That's what I'm sick and tired of. If you're sick and tired of it too, if you're one of these people who are a manager who is sick and tired of being rolled over and you're like, I wish somebody would show me the ropes. I wish somebody would give me a clue about how it is I'm supposed to act here, how it is I'm supposed to manage, how it is I'm supposed to be doing all of these things. I have you. Go to seniorcareleadershipacademy.com. This is the best place for senior care leaders at all levels who are interested in learning what it takes to be better, to become a professional in management, a management professional. Seniorcareleadershipacademy.com. I guarantee this is the best place for you, if that is, of course, if you too are sick of it.